All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. That belongs to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and to the Achians who are out there pushing this truth for the edification of the body and for the building of the church. To you, I salute. I want to do this brief lesson, which is entitled The False Prophet. The false prophet. Okay? Now we know of the original false prophet. Okay? Those would came with another doctrine, with a pagan false doctrine out of Rome. Okay? And there's mentioning of this false prophet in Revelation, in the book of Revelation 16 and 13. Okay? The false prophet was identified in the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 13. And it states, "And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs came out of the mouth of the dragon." Okay? "And out of the mouth of the beast." Okay? "And out of the mouth of the false prophet." Okay? Now the dragon, that's the Roman Empire. Today it is the, Babylon, America. Okay? And the beast is the European Union, NATO. Okay? All those European nations, France, England, Germany, Netherlands, okay, Canada, America, they are the beast nation. Okay? The nation that is in rulership, okay, that runs this kingdom today. All right? So they are the beast nation. And then the false prophet, who is the Roman Catholic Church. Okay? That is the original false prophet. All right? This is where this Christian doctrine, all right, was promoted and escalated, to what it is today. Okay? Because it is this doctrine of which came all the different denomination, Anglican, Methodist, Baptist, okay? All these churches, all this Christian doctrine came out of Rome, all right? And the gospel, all right, was only given to one nation of people, all right? And it is not the nation of Edom, okay? See, the nation of Edom, that is the America, Europe, Canada, and what's not. All of those European nations, they are called the Edomite. Their forefather is Esau, all right? So they are the false prophet, all right? They are of a different skin pigmentation. Because if you go to Deuteronomy 32, let's go to Deuteronomy 32 and 5, all right? And it states, all right, that their skin, their pigmentation is not like us. Let me get it first before I chop it up. Deuteronomy 32 and 5. "They have corrupted themselves. Their sport is not the sport of his children. They are perverse and crooked generation." Okay? They are perverse and crooked generation. All right? Their sport is not of his children. All right? So they are the false prophet. All right? The Roman Catholic Church, that doctrine is false and pagan. It came out of Rome. It had nothing to do with Israel or the gospel of of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Yahweh the Father and Yahweh Shai his Son. Okay? Okay, so the next precept we're going to go to, let's go to Jeremiah 23. Jeremiah chapter 23 and 1. Okay? Jeremiah 23 and 1. And it says, "Woe be unto the prophet, the pastors, Salakia. Woe be unto the pastor that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the power. Woe be unto the pastor that scatter and destroy the sheep of my pasture. These pastors are teaching this pagan doctrine, okay, which came out of the Roman Catholic Church, out of Rome, okay. Woe means destruction to those pastors who destroy and scatter the children of Israel and cause them to become lost sheep, worshiping in these harlot houses, okay, teaching this Christian doctrine. The next precept we're going to go to is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 21. Jeremiah 10, Salakia, and 21. Okay, for the pastors have become brutish, and have not sought the power. Therefore they shall not prosper. Okay, and all their flock shall be scattered. Okay, they shall not prosper, and all their flock shall be scattered. Okay, they have become senseless, dull, or foolish, acting more like unreasoning. Okay, acting more unreasoning. Okay, animals. Okay, they have no reason. They cannot. Okay, he said, "My people are Scottish children." Okay, meaning foolish. Okay, so they have no reasoning. They are like animals, okay, than man of God, okay. So their reasoning is like animals instead of like man of God. All right, let's go to Jeremiah 23 and 25. Okay, Jeremiah 23 and 25. I have heard what the prophet have said that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed. I have dreamed. Okay? Yahweh confronts and challenges this prophet. Okay? Which states, I have dreamed. I have dreamed. Okay? Everyone knows this civil rights leader. Okay? Which stated about having dreams. Okay? Which are lies. Alright? Alright? Because Yahushua stated in Deuteronomy 7 and 6, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people on the face of the earth. He separated us. Okay, we've been separated from all the people on the face of the earth. So how this prophet going to come saying he have dreamed that little black children and little white children will be walking together hand in hand, and the word of God is against that dream, against that kind of unity amongst nation, okay, amongst the nation of Israel with other nation, okay. This prophet has prophesied lies, okay. He didn't get that from the word or from the mouth of Yahweh. That's not Yahweh's word, Yahweh's word. All right? He is prophesying his own imagination. Okay? Causing the people to err. Causing the nation of Israel to err. All right? All right? So, the next precept we're going to go to. All right. So Yahweh has stated that the Baptist preacher who originated out of the Roman Catholic Church, the false prophet, therefore all the prophets that teaches this doctrine are false prophets. All the prophets who teach, okay, whether they are the Baptist, the Methodist, the Anglican, okay, Jehovah's Witness, they are all prophets of doom, prophesying lies, okay, teaching you, okay, a pagan doctrine. All right. Next precept, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 23 and 31. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 3, Salakia. Deuteronomy 13 and 1. Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dream, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, okay? If there arise of you a prophet or a dreamer of dream, and he give you a sign and a wonder, verse 2, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, okay? Wherefore he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. You going after the gods, okay, which our forefathers have not known, okay? Our forefathers do not know of Cesar Borgia, okay, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, okay? He is, okay, unknown to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? He'd be seen as a fool, a crazy man in the sight of our forefathers, okay? How you going to come to me, okay, prophesying to me about the Bible, about the Word, about the true God of the Bible, okay? And that's why he is in this time, okay, in this era, in this kingdom, okay? Because ain't no way he gonna go on to our forefathers and be preaching this lie, okay? If these prophets come to you and say, let us go after the gods, okay, and that look, okay, say let us go after gods that look not like us, okay, thou should not hearken, should not listen unto false prophets, okay, we should not listen unto prophets of another nation who do not look like us, okay, because why? Deuteronomy, okay, Deuteronomy 13 and 3. Let's go to Deuteronomy 13 and 3. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dream, for the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your power. Okay, the Lord your God, the Lord your power, okay, with all your heart and with all your soul, okay? The Most High is testing you to see if you love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul, because he stated, okay, it is stated in Deuteronomy 15 and 18. Deuteronomy, Salakia, okay? Deuteronomy 18 and 15, all right? The Most High, the power, thy God, okay, thy power, the Lord thy power shall raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee. He would raise up a prophet from the midst of Israel, okay, of thy brethren, that is of the tribe of Israel, that is of the 12 tribe, okay, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, all right, Reuben, all right, Simeon, Levi, Judah, okay, God, they are the brethren of Israel, okay, the prophets of Israel, okay, of the tribe of Israel, all right. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye should hearken, unto this prophet that is raised up of thy brethren. Him only should ye hearken, okay? You should only hearken unto prophets that are of the nation of Israel, that are like unto us, melanated, okay, of the tribe of Israel, okay, not no other nation. They are false prophet, all right. It's okay. So that, how is it that Israel is listening to Edomite doctrine, okay, The words of Yahweh Shai stated that he will raise up prophet from the midst of Israel, and to him you should hearken. You should hearken to your own nation, unto your own people, not unto another nation. Okay? Because that's a false doctrine. That's their doctrine. Okay? So, the next precept, Jeremiah 23 and 14. Let's go to Jeremiah 23 and 14. Okay? This is, all right? This go deep. I have seen also, okay, in the prophets of Jerusalem, an horrible thing. They committed adultery and walk in lies. They have strengthened also the hands of evildoers, that none doth return from his wickedness. That none return from his wickedness. They are all, okay, they are all of them, okay, unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah. Okay? These prophets of Israel, okay, that dreamer of dream, they are all of Israel, they are the nation of Israel. But they strengthen the hands of the false prophet. They strengthen the hands of the prophets of Esau, Edom, okay, by causing them, okay, telling these, okay, the Israelite nation, they have dream, okay, to worship white Cesar Borgia, white man Jesus, okay, and Jeremiah 23 and 14. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of evildoers, that none doubt return from his wickedness. They strengthen the hands of the false prophet, okay, causing the nation of Israel to go after these false doctrine, worshiping Cesar Borgia, worshiping white man Jesus, okay, who's actually red. These prophets of doom, they prophesying lies, okay. This is an evil thing, okay, because the nation of Israel are being led astray. They are becoming false, lost sheep by these false prophets, okay. Even though these prophets be of Israel, he has strengthened the hands of the original false prophet, okay, of the Roman Catholic Church. They have strengthened the hands of the Roman Catholic Church by causing these, okay, causing the nation of Israel to go after this false doctrine, to go after this Cesar Borgia, go after the gods of the nation, okay, of Esau, Edom, worshiping white man Jesus. All right? Next precept we're going to go to is Jeremiah 23 and 27. Jeremiah 23 and 27. Which thing to cause my people to forget my name? Okay? Which thing to cause my people to forget my name? By their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. Okay? They have caused my people to forget my name by telling their dream. Okay? Which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal, as our fathers have forgotten the name, okay, Yahweh Shai, for Cesar Borgia, aka Jesus Christ. We are forgetting the true name of us, okay, Messiah. All right. The nation of Israel are calling, the two-thirds are calling on white man Jesus, Cesar Borgia. They don't know the name of the true Messiah. okay, the true name of the Messiah. Okay? They've caused them to forget the name of the true Messiah. All right? Okay? All right? Let's go to Deuteronomy. All right? Deuteronomy 13 and 5. This is the last precept. Deuteronomy 13 and 5. This one go deep. This is going to put, okay, a screw in these false prophets. Deuteronomy 13 and 5. That prophet or that dreamer of dream shall be put to death because he has spoken, okay, to turn you away from the power, your power, okay, your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to trust thee out of the way which the Lord thy God commanded thee to walk in. So shall thou be, okay, so shall thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. Okay, so this prophet, this dreamer of dream, okay, shall be put to death because he has spoken to you to turn you away. Okay, he has caused you to turn away from Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Okay, going after this false doctrine, worshiping Cesar Borgia, worshiping white man Jesus. Okay, from another nation. Okay, a Caucasian, okay, long, straight-haired, blue-eyed devil. All right? The Revelation, okay, stated, okay, Revelation, Salakia, Deuteronomy, all right, the book of Deuteronomy, all right, told you, stated, I think it's 15, 18 and 15. Deuteronomy 18 and 15. The Lord, thy power, okay, thy Yahweh, will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me, like unto Yahweh Shai, he's saying, like unto me. Unto him you should hearken. You should listen, okay, to a prophet that is like unto you, of your nation, of the nation of Israel, melanated people. But you've been going in these Catholic church, listen to nonsense, false and pagan doctrine. All right? You've been deceived. You've been misled. Okay? Lost sheep. You are astray. All right? I hope this lesson was edifying and it served its purpose. Shalom.